Oops. Oopsies. Wrong button. Well, we're end the timer early. It's fine. We'll go with this. So, welcome everybody to Co-op Guild. This is Steve. I'm here to talk about Gen Con 2025. Woo! Okay. Yes, I'm so excited. I love going to Gen Con. It's so much fun hanging out with everyone there. But yeah, thought I'd put this together to kind of talk about, the planning that I've been going through for Gen Con, looking at upcoming games, and also just providing general advice for Gen Con. So if you've never been to a convention, just have questions on it, let me know. I'll do my best. I've been to Gen Con a few times, so quite a few times actually. I don't know how many times, maybe 5 or 6 at this point. I'm not exactly sure. So always a blast, tons of fun. Hey, board game officers, second year going, super excited. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a ton of fun, Yeah, Alexis, yeah, met Alexis first last year at Gen Con, so it was a lot of fun. So let's see, I see Elaine here. Let's see, Gopher Tortoise, nice to see you here. Let's see, Casey Porter, welcome. Chris with an amazing hit too. Look at that, roll a nat 20 against the boss. That's amazing. I see Jess, awesome, lots of friends. So yeah, Jess, I met Jess last year and Chris, so it was a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll go into it. If you're, like I said, if you're not interested in Gen Con, we'll be talking about games as well. So lots of fun chat today. But let's get down to business. So Gen Con is a massive convention center. It's normally around 70,000 people at this time. Huge facility. If you come and you just like don't know what to do, don't worry. There's tons to do everywhere you look. But before I get to dive into it, the best advice I can give anyone going to Gen Con for the first time is good shoes. Good shoes are a huge help because you'll be putting those steps for sure, walking around everything. Yeah, we need to wear rollerblades. Exactly. So yeah, but if you're, I thought I'll pull up the map to kind of talk about a little bit. But basically, Gen Con, the core of it is at the Indiana Convention Center, and there's basically 2 sections. We have this main section here. This is the exhibitor hall, and then we have the event hall down here. So generally, when you hear people talk about those 2 things, that's what they're referring to. The exhibitor hall, the northern section of, according to this map here, is where you will visit booths with tons of publishers there, and where you can buy games, demo games, all that fun stuff. The event hall down there is generally where you can go and just hang out, if you can find a table to play a game potentially, or more than likely just if you have a ticket, most of the time it'll be in that section as well. Now there's other areas I'll show you as well where to go to. Hey Stacy. But yeah, the vendor hall exactly is the top one. Yep, for sure. Running of the Nerds is my favorite. Yes. So what does that mean exactly? So Running of the Nerds, at this the vendor hall is not open until 10 a.m. each morning, and so like this whole hallway here gets jam-packed full of a bunch of your fellow geeks. So as they wait for the doors to open, and it's funny because every time they open the door and they're like, "No running," and people are like walking as fast as they can without actually running. They go to different booths as they spread out throughout the hall. If you want to get in front of the line, you will probably have to be there around like 8 a.m. and the doors don't open maybe 7 a.m. 7 to 8 a.m. You'll be kind of close to the front, I think. Honestly, it's not, you don't have to do that. Really, you don't. There's very little need to do that. At the 10 a.m. when they open the doors, you wait 10 minutes and it's just freely able to walk in. But this whole hallway here is just jam-packed full of people. It is pretty fun to see. So yeah, I'll be on the second level watching. Exactly. So I will be joining you, Jess. I will also be on the second level. Kim will be joining me this year at Gen Con for the first time, and I am for sure going to have her see that experience for her first time. Not be down in there, she doesn't have to be in there, but we'll watch them on the second level because it's pretty cool. I'm running to have no specific plans to go, just want to get spit out and see what happens. Nice, Stacy. Nice. Yes, you get to meet Kim. Kim will be there, so we'll be walking around the convention. If you happen to see us, stop by, say hi anytime. We'd love to talk to you guys. So meet you guys. Um, but yeah, that's what happened. So 10 a.m. opens up, and that's the vendor hall, the exhibit hall there. You can spend all 4 days just wandering those stalls and not see everything. Easy. There's so much to see up there. I have planned a map of a few places I want to hit, so just to help my sanity because I get lost and I get distracted. Like, oh, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? So it's fun to meet friends there too. Yeah, Kim needs to quarantine until Gen Con, exactly, so he doesn't get sick before Gen Con again. So, I actually that's a good question. Good point, Alexis. You're not running, but I want to experience it at the front just once. It is worth doing it at least once because it's crazy. Oh, that's true, Chris. If Hush does get announced, I will be in the line. But that's the only reason I can think of I'll be in that line. So yeah, so Kim's here. Everyone's excited to meet you. So, but yeah, so up until that point, you can go to the hall itself, the event hall as well, and wander around. There's lots to see and do everywhere. But this is the main section. I will say, usually this question comes up like, "Hey, I just want to play a game. Where can I find space to play the game?" You will not find space at the vendor hall at all. No way. You can find space at the event hall down here, right? Now, I don't remember exactly. I think it's in a couple different spaces, but you'll see like along this main strip, it's very clear. There'll be a organizational booth or something like that. You'll see signs for it. And if you go up talk to them, they're usually really great at like, hey, if you need a table for like an hour or two, you can go take this table for that time. And that's what I recommend doing because if you sit down at a round table, and someone already has it, you will have to pick up and move because obviously they reserve that space, right? But if you go talk to people at the kiosk, I guess it may be called, they will point you to a space that is open for a period of time, so you know you won't have to pick up stuff and move, and you won't be interrupting anybody as well. So that is by far the best recommendation you get if you want to do a pickup game. Now, when the exhibitor hall closes, the vendor hall closes, there's still events in the event hall, but not that many. Especially towards the later, like around the afternoon time and definitely around dinner time. There's tons of open tables, and you can just kind of sit down and play games at that time. The place is open 24/7, so hang out, have fun, right? So it's a lot of fun. Hey, Ryan, first time for you. Sweet, awesome. Oh, your first time too, Casey Port. Sweet, yeah. Shoes, number one thing. Definitely get shoes for sure. But yeah, so I will be definitely wandering the vendor hall when it opens, of course. I normally like to take breaks in the event hall and go there on occasion. I like to do pickup games, especially the Thursday and Friday for sure. Like taking a break from everything, go sit down, and before you like go find dinner, or whatever, to go play a game or hang out with people. So that's a really good spot to meet up. So I don't have anything officially scheduled for what we're doing at time wise for that, but that's my thought at least is we'll do some things around there. Um, Basically, coming out how to find the holes and move through them quickly. That's true, Lexus. It is really difficult. It's gotten really bad actually lately. The past few years in the vendor hall trying to move around because it just gets crowded and jam packed. This year, they are banning might be the harsh word, but they are restricting, might be a better word, use of wagons and these giant. I guess most of them are wagons. I guess giant bags. I'm gonna say, anything that's quite large that can disrupt flow. So they have a place you can take a ticket and they can safely store your stuff while you go wander the hall. So that way we keep the traffic moving. So yeah, yeah. Next, just glad the trench came off. Exactly. You do a ton of walking. If you're driving and parking close to the convention center, please give yourself extra time. Road construction downtown is horrendous, and state government employees are no longer remote working. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Appreciate it. Yeah. Speaking of parking, I know there's a lot of parking spots around there, but I've had pretty good luck parking at Lucas Oil Stadium, which I should probably point out as well. So this is not the only part of it, but up north here. is Lucas Oil Stadium. There are stuff there as well, and you can walk along. There's actually a walkway here to get to that. Um, now, there's parking outside the stadium. It's not cheap, but it is normally available if you get there early enough, at least. Actually, even last year, later on, it seemed pretty doable to get there. So, but I will mention, because Chris is around, it's a good idea to remember where you're parked. How much does it cost per day? Oh, I forget. It's like 20, $25 or something like that to park at a stadium. I forget exactly. It might be $25. Not cheap, but it's convenient at least. So, but yeah, there's stuff at the stadium too. So definitely don't miss out on that. Go check it out. There's normally some demo tables there. Yeah, Chris got yeah. So go check it out. It's pretty cool. Now, when you're hungry, just north of the vendor hall, you see this area on the board here on the board. The board here. This is where you can find tables to sit down and a bunch of food trucks. So that's where you can go grab a bite to eat. I recommend going off times to eat lunch because 70,000 people. If everyone tries to eat at the same time, it's kind of crazy. So go a little bit earlier, a little bit later than you normally would. It's a good idea. I personally find myself so distracted with doing things that I honestly forget to eat. like oh crap, lunchtime was like a couple hours ago. I've been sitting here, talking to you or playing this game or who knows what I'm doing. So I recommend definitely packing snacks for sure. Like pack some snacks in your bag, something that's gonna sustain you, high energy stuff. I definitely recommend that. Another big one is concrud is a thing. If you don't know what concrud is, it's this when you're around so many people, just ickiness and stickiness and stuff can definitely affect you. I always bring hand sanitizer with me, so I try to keep my hands clean because that's the quickest way you can potentially get sick. Definitely take like extra vitamin C, for example, in the morning to give you a boost on immunity. That's another good tip as well. It's normally not like a problem, but it is something that happens, and I've definitely experienced concrete in the past. But after taking like vitamin C and definitely hand sanitizer, wear a mask if you want to as well. Not a bad idea at all. Just keep yourself safe and clean, healthy. So, but yeah, is it hot there? Yes, it is hot there. It'll be very hot. You're talking about August in Indy, and you're on the concrete. You'll be sweating for sure. So, like south hot or north hot? It can be humid there. It's not normally super humid, but you'll be baking. Um, it's good. I would if I had to pick between the two of them, I would say south hot. So, oh, it's supposed to be nice, low 80s. Actually, never mind, Stacy. That's awesome. That is much better than I expected. I think last year it was in the 90s. So it's supposed to cool down on Thursday. Ah, sweet. Okay, good. So it might be pretty nice this year. That's good to hear. So should be better than Texas. Yes, it will be better than Texas for sure. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at. It does get stupid hot in humidity for sure. In Indy, so it can be very hot. But it sounds like this year it might be kind of nice for a change. So that's good. There's a lot of places to eat, of course, just outside the convention center. Just keep in mind, 70,000 people. It's hard to find a spot generally. So, but yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, definitely bring snacks. I highly recommend doing that. Fluids, all that stuff. Um, oh, the other thing to keep in mind, with 70,000 people in a small confined area, one thing that isn't always well known is reception. So if you try to jump on like a wireless, for example, there's a decent chance with everyone trying to connect to things, you might have rough signals. So just keep that in mind. If you step outside the convention center, it's normally fine because you're away from all that network traffic. So, but yeah, I've had mixed results on that, and that's one reason why I've never actually streamed from the convention center. They do have one for like the press, for example, to jump on a different network, but I haven't bothered trying that a lot. Oh yes, and you're thank you. It's a very good thing for sure. Absolutely, yeah. Emergency gummies. Yes, Stacy. That's the word I was trying to think of. Definitely a recommendation for sure. If you buy games with cash, no cash. Not sure what she's getting at, Casey Porter, but yeah. Is it hot in the hall with everyone? Yeah, it can get hot. But yeah, then yeah. Oh, you're saying if you buy games with cash, there's no tax. Oh, actually, I did not know that. That's very cool. So, but yeah, definitely general hygiene. That needs to be said, unfortunately, in these spaces. Really cool. Oh, the other thing that's really cool to see, by the way, I don't remember exactly what day it is. I have to look at the. It'll be on the events list, but the cosplay parade is really cool to see, where everyone dresses in the cosplay outfits and they walk by. It's a fun time. It's a good time. So okay, so that's the kind of general gist of it. Um, so that is yeah, biggest tips: hydrate, emergency, hand sanitizer, good shoes. Those are the important things. Um, oh, other thing is like if you're his first time, don't overbook things. I kind of did that early on, where I would book a ton of events, and it was just like I felt like I was rushing, wasn't able to enjoy myself. You will not be bored. You will not, if you have nothing planned, you will not be bored. So, Saturday afternoon. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Snacks allowed, yes. Snacks allowed and recommended. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, and don't worry, Kim, I'll pack our snacks. I'll figure that out. So Kim is just like, I'm not thinking about this at all. I'm just gonna follow you. You just take care of everything. So I'm trying to make sure she's gonna have a good time at this one. So okay. So speaking of things to do, I I enjoy Gen Con, but I do have introvert type tendencies, so I like to take regular breaks and recharge my batteries, right? And in process of doing that, I found out that Saturday, because Saturday is like the craziest time there, I like to take a break from the convention as a whole, generally, and I like to go to JW Marriott. So if I zoom out here, oh, where am I? I lost my train of thought here. Oh, it's Marriott? That's the Marriott. Where's the JW? Hyatt. I was just looking at just before I. Oh my gosh, guys! I can't find the spot I'm going to. Oh, it's over here. There's over here. That's right. It's to the right. Here it is. JW Marriott. There's some stuff in the nearby hotels, of course, but I'm pointing out the JW Marriott specifically because Saturday, Kim and I will be there all day. We're going to. They have a grand ballroom, and it's open game, and you can do this any day. It's open for anybody to do this, but I like to reserve Saturday all day. I grab a table and I sit there all day and we just play games. So we'll be there all day. You can stop by anytime you want. Come go willingly. Just stop to say hi. If you want to play a game with us, awesome. If you don't, no big deal. Just say hi. But we'll have a table there to just hang out with everyone. So I'll provide details on the time of that exactly. I'm thinking of probably between like 9 and maybe like 4, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm guessing like that block. But I'll solidify that. If you want details on what's going on with Co-op Guild specifically, we do have a Discord for you to join, and in that Discord, we do have a channel for Gen Con 2025, free for anyone to jump on and coordinate and plan things and meet up with each other in that. So yeah, that's a plan. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of people for sure. Yeah, you could definitely drain that battery. Um, oh, that's a good point. She's not doing logistics planning on this trip, which is new in our marriage, which is very true. Kim plans all our trips. She's really good at planning stuff. This is one time that she's like, "Nope, you do it all," which is totally fine. So, hey Brian, how's it going? Okay, my goal is to play a game with people I don't know. That's always fun, Jess, for sure, for sure. Um, they want to let you take cans of beer out of food area, but I've never seen anyone check to see what's inside your cup. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, but yeah, JW Marriott. If you want to hang out with us, it's all day Saturday. Should be a lot of fun. So, and that one, oh, you know what? I have a picture of it too. If you don't, it's really easy to spot because it's big old blue like not gold building, blue shiny building out there. So that's at the Grand Ballroom all day Saturday. Um, cool. Okay, so that is Gen Con, general prep, where to go, stuff like that. let's talk about some more details on games and stuff. So I've kind of put together a kind of an anticipation list for me. So some of these games you can demo, some you can buy. Um, just games that I plan to kind of look into a little bit more while I'm there. So since I put together a list, I'll share with you guys. So the first one is, let me pull my notes here real quick. 1 second. There we go. There's my notes. Okay. So the first one I want to talk about is called Severton. So this one is only for, I believe it's for demo. I'm trying to find my list here. Yeah, demo only. So there's very little information on this. Sounds like you're running around trying to solve mysteries together in InCheck. I guess it's based upon a very popular comic. Um, don't know a whole lot about it, so I'm curious about it because it's co-op, but I'm also very curious because designer is Vlada Shavato. So he does really good work. So it's really, I'm kind of curious to check it out for those reasons. Vlada Shavato, and then like, of course, being co-op. So, um, like I said, don't have a whole lot of information. So this one's on the the first one on the list because kind of hard to be excited about something if I don't know a whole lot about it. So that's that one. The other one that caught my attention was Valkyrie, a Black Orchestra game. So I have Black Orchestra. It is a cooperative game where you are working with other people to try to assassinate Hitler, which is the Black Orchestra was a covert resistance group, I guess you called. It's part of our actual history. So we have that game, but the Valkyrie is like a short version of it. So I'm really curious how that works here, like how they distilled it down, how fast it's playing. So let's kind of check this one out. So that's Valkyrie, the Black Orchestra. And is this one? I don't know if this one's for. Oh yeah, this one you can buy. Yep, this one is available to buy at 45. So. Oh, you have Valkyrie. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah. If you want to bring it, feel free to. Yeah, like I said, I played Black Orchestra, but I'm curious how the shorter version works. Let's see. The next one is Last Lantern. So this one is a cooperative polynomial game. So it looks like you'll be drawing these tiles out of the bag and placing them down simultaneously. Not a whole lot of discussion because you're trying to like guess what other people want, and based upon what you play, you will be building up cards to execute combos. I don't have a whole lot of information on it, but it sounded interesting from like how the cooperation might work in this because it's almost like a little bit of a limited communication, but you have to be careful how you play your tiles. I'm not really sure exactly. It's interesting. Don't know a whole lot, but yeah, that one is what's it called? Last Lantern. So, oh yeah, I should actually tell you where to find these two. I'm sorry. Tabletop Tycoon is one running that one. The Valkyrie one, that one was sorry. Valkyrie is Tabletop Tycoon. I'm sorry, I misread that. Last Lantern, this one is Wonderful World board games, and the first one, Severton, which I skipped over, I apologize, is LB. So, it's the one that's gonna be you can find that one at. Okay, so those ones I don't have a whole lot of information on, but this next one I actually read the rulebook for. Ace of Spades is this one. This is a small game. This one you can purchase, though I've heard that it might be limited copies available. It's $30. It is cooperative poker, which you might be like, hey, that sounds familiar. Like, yes, we did cover a cooperative poker game earlier. So this is a different take on it. It is a 1 or 2 player game, and those it can't have more than 2 players in this one. But basically, you are going through 12 levels, and each level you have a different demon to fight. It's kind of like the thematics are like a Wild West, but like you're fighting demons and hell type thing going on. But yeah, each hand, or each enemy you face, you're gonna have to keep track of. Let's see here. You've got a number of bullets on there, and so bullet is like a hand you play, a normal poker hand, and the better hand you have, the more damage you deal. So if it's like a pair, it might only be 1 damage, but if it's like a flush, it might be like 4 or 5 damage. And then if you have face cards in there, they count as extra damage. If an ace in there, it counts even more damage. And so you're trying to play those hands to do enough damage because you only have so many hands to play to defeat that that boss or the enemy, and then you also have another dial you can spin to discard cards and draw cards. So that's how you like mitigate your hand a little bit. And I believe you have 8 cards in this one. I can't remember how many cards. But you have to make a 5 card hand and you draw back up. So, but as you go along this, it gets harder and harder and harder, and there's some variety of bosses there as you go to the end. But you want to get to the final boss and defeat them. So, sounds pretty cool. Sounds kind of fun. Yeah, this one looks cool. I am interested in this. So I heard there's limited copies. I don't know if I'll be able to get one, but if I can, I might try to get this one because it's not a big asking price. But yeah, Ace of Spades. So read the rulebook, look fun. I might want something about cooperative poker has really caught on lately for me. River Rats was really fun, and this one also looks fun, but they look very different. So I don't think I'd mind owning both in a collection. So okay, let's keep going. Oh, this one I gotta keep saying. Hold on. I gotta tell you where to find these things. Sorry. This is at Devere. It's $30 at the con. So okay, next one. The Four Doors. So this one looks like a if you like the Forbidden series, like Forbidden Island, Desert, and Jungle and stuff like that, this looks like it's a game of similar nature. And I say that I use it specifically because it's also designed by Matt Leacock. So, in this one, I was trying to understand the rulebook, and I was reading through it, and it's not a difficult rulebook, but I think I need to sit down and play. But basically, you are going up and down there's this track here, and you can only do so many actions. You've got special abilities, of course, and you're trying to do set collection of cards to grab the relics behind these doors before the doors get closed by shadows and your shining lights and stuff like that. Sounds interesting. It sounds interesting on this one. The Four Doors. But the fact it was like Matt Leacock, and kind of a lighter game, like I said, the Forbidden series. I've always enjoyed his lighter games like that. So I'm really curious how this will translate. So this one, I believe, let me check. Yeah, this one is available to purchase for $20 at Happy Camper. So yeah, I might go check it out and maybe see if I can sit down and try it a little bit. So yeah, seems cool. So the Four Doors. This next one is The Beast. So this is a limited communication. That's the word I was looking for. Cooperative game where you're trying to build up these higher numbers and to take down these beasts who have special abilities to them. It's hard to describe. It sounds really simple, but I believe, if I understand this correctly, like this is going to fit into those trick-taking games people like. I don't think it's a trick-taking game in itself, but like if you like that style of game with that clever play, we can't say a whole lot, but give hints based on what you're playing and work together. You have to really coordinate to try to defeat these beasts in the game. This might appeal to you. Like that's my understanding of it. 2 to 5 players. So this one I think is pretty. This one probably going to be one of the more what's the word I'm looking for? Sought after ones, I would think. It is $20. It's at Pandasaurus Games to find this one. So I can't determine like what exactly you do in this one, but it sounds cool. And the fact that like the Crew and Lord of the Rings trick taking games and what's the other games like that? But those are the two like are some of our favorite games. We play them all the time. If this is like that, count me in, right? So I'm pretty interested about the beasts. Or beast, sorry. No the on that one. Okay, let's keep going. The next one is Vantage. This one probably needs no introduction. A lot of people talk about it. Jamie Stegmaier finally produced a cooperative game, so I was real excited to hear about that. Technically, he has cooperative mode for, I think it was, oh shoot, what's the mech game he did? It's escaping me. Fenris is the name of the expansion for it. But regardless, whatever it is. So this is the pure co-op one on it. This isn't higher on my list because talking to people who have played it, I don't know if it's a me game per se, but it still looks fun. I still want to check it out. So yeah, so that's Vantage, where you are going through this environment and basically the whole point of Vantage is you see an image on your card, and then but someone else sees a different image on their card, but it's from a different perspective. And you're trying to like communicate where you are and trying to figure out what the destination and work together that way without show them what you have, for example. So seems interesting, seems cool. Not sure, like I said, not sure it's for me, but I do want to check this one out. That is Advantage, and this is Jamie Stegmeyer. So you can check it out there at his booth. Okay, the next one is not going to be at the vendor hall, but they have demos, and we signed up for a demo that's Gone to Gaia. This is an upcoming 1 to 2 player roguelike campaign game, I guess to say. It looks really cool with the images I've seen. I don't have a whole lot of information on it. We are signing for a demo to try it out, so I'll definitely be talking about this after the con, so you guys have an idea of like how that go. But yeah, if you're interested in it, last I checked, there were still tickets available. You guys can check it out. But yeah, so this is coming to, I think it's coming to GameFound shortly after Gen Con. Not exactly sure when. I gotta look at the launch date. But yeah, really curious. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not shortly after Gen Con. I might be wrong on that. But it's coming. It's launching later. So this is an early demo. If you want to take a look at it. But roguelikes, love them. Campaign. This one looks interesting. Artwork looks very cool. So okay, let's see. Next one is we have here. Oh yeah, probably needs no introduction. The Fate of the Fellowship, The Lord of the Rings. This is by Matt Leacock. This is Pandemic, but Lord of the Rings, of course. So over at Z-Man, we'll be probably covering this one. This one I put on the list just for others, I think, so they go check it out. It's for demo only. So you go demo this one. I pre-ordered this one a long time ago, so I probably will not be demoing this because I had this one coming. I'm excited for it, but I don't need to sit down at a table and play it because, like I said, I already got my money. I'm gonna play it eventually anyway. No big deal. But yeah, if you're going to Gen Con, this one might be one to definitely check out because I am pretty excited about it. The Fate of the Fellowship, Lord of the Rings, and Pandemic system. Count me in. Count me in. Okay. Yeah, 2 less games to talk about. So this is the one highest on my list that you can purchase. This is the Peak Team Rangers. So this is by Scott Alms. Scott Alms has done a ton of the Tiny Epic series. He's done other games as well. Oh shoot, what's the digestion game that was really really cool? I can't think of the name off the top of my head. But yeah, he's got some really cool designs that he's done. So this one, it's high on this list because it sounds interesting how it plays. I really like what I'm hearing. So you're Rangers, and your job is try to take care of the wildlife in this game. And so you have different missions to do, and you must go to these locations and like document, take pictures of the wildlife, all that fun stuff, whatever the missions happen to do. But the key is in this game, it's a reverse drafting game, is what they're using. So basically, I draw a bunch of cards and I give these cards to other people. And then what cards they get, they have to use those cards to complete their missions. And you can't really tell them what you're giving them for. You're just giving them, hopefully, they can figure it out right. And that idea of like reverse drafting, like getting these cards and like, ooh, let me hand these to them and see what they do with them, sounds really fun. So I'm interested in this one. So this is, I believe, available for purchase. Yeah, it's $40. It's by Marriott. Sorry. So the Peak Team. So let's see. That is the one. So You've Been Eaten. Thank you, Ryan. That's the one I was trying to think of. So You've Been Eaten. So he's got some cool designs out there. So. Oh, Chris got that too. Yep. Chris got it too. Sweet. Cool. All right. And if you guys know this channel, know me, this probably comes no surprise. What's highest on my list, I'm most anticipated for, not to purchase, but just to demo, check it out, is Ashes Ascendancy. I absolutely love Ashes. They're gonna have demos there. I'm sure as bet I'll be there at some point trying out the new Dragonborn, how they work, because I love the system in this game, this design, and I can't wait to check out how this feels versus the previous chimeras they've implemented. So, but yeah, I'll be there talking to them about that type of stuff. But this is only for demo, and this is at the Plaid Hat Games booth. Okay, woo! Hey, Brady, just never tried the Ashes co-op stuff. Yeah, that's all I played co-op for that one. PvP is supposed to be pretty good, and they have tournaments, Ashes tournaments there, if you're interested in that. But I'm good with co-op all the time, so I'm good with that. All right, that, my friends, is what I had planned for tonight. So, I will take a look and see if there's any questions I missed or anything mentioned here. So, yeah. Hey, Matt. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it to Gen Con. No, that's okay. We'll see you another time. So, but cool. But yeah. So like I said, we'll be there. Oh, Dice Throne. I did not mention that either. No Dice Throne. If you're old, it's Pog 2.0. That's true. Yeah, that seemed pretty cool. So definitely big nostalgia. Yes, Brady. I'm glad you mentioned Author's Avenue for sure. That is very good to mention. Let me bring up the map. I'm so glad you brought that up because that is an. Oops, wrong button. That is always worth going by. So if we go to the exhibitor map, which is here, boop, there we go. Normally it's up towards. Oh, there it is. Author's Avenue right there. Shows up on the map. Perfect. So this section here is an awesome place to peruse because there's fantastic art and just creative works there to go check out. Like really cool paintings and like you can see people who've done like a lot of the cards you've seen and like maybe in a lot of fantasy artwork out there. But I know Brady's mentioned this because if I remember correctly, Brady, you're gonna have a spot there, right? Because Brady not only designed board games, but he has books as well. So I'm thinking if you're selling your books there, which is pretty cool. So go check that out. Oh yes, Dan. CGS will have Berserker demo at the booth. Yeah. So Berserker, Battleforge Berserker is its full name. Dan and I actually demoed it last year at Gen Con. I absolutely loved it. That was my favorite game I played at Gen Con last year. I have a preview of that recorded for the channel. Oh, well, probably I gotta get a clearance from CGS, but I'll probably drop it next week while I'm gone at Gen Con. So you might see the video next week of my play. Love that game. It's my favorite game from CGS I played. I cannot wait for that. But yeah, definitely check out that one if you haven't. That's only for demo. It is launching later this year. So yeah, Slam Throne. That's what it's called. Thank you. That's right. Slam Throne from that's the Pogs Dice Throne version. So I'm interested in the Arkham Travel Guide. I don't know what that is, Stacy. I'm not sure what that is. I have to run with the nerds to get Ace of Spades. That's true, Jess. I think that's limited copies, and it is popular, so that one you might need to get in line for that one. Ah, there's Brady. Table AB, buddy. It's easy to remember. Adam Brady. Perfect. Perfect. The Sadler Brothers AB. So go check them out if you want to see their new book and talk about other stuff, because you guys got other things planned out. Yeah, Pumpkin. I'm excited to see you there as well. So they've got a booth too, by the way, since they're here. They've done Davy Jones Locker, and they have the upcoming game Zero Day.exe, which is a really cool like cyberpunk roguelike deck builder standalone game, not campaign, standalone game though. It's hard to describe. It is really very cool. Go check out. They will have a demo at the booth for that. Uh, yeah, Battlefield Berserker. It's really cool. Yeah, it's a really good game. If they have Hush, it'll be at the Spin Master booth, right? That's correct, Casey Porter. If they have Hush, it'll be at Spin Master's booth. And actually, I don't think Simon even has a booth this year. I haven't checked though to double check that. But yeah, all the promos have been there, and actually, I can tell you, unless it changes, that booth is in probably this area here. Oh my gosh, I'm in troubles here, guys. Too many buttons. I believe it's like right around here-ish or something is where the Spin Master booth is. So you go straight to the end of the hall, and then you're pretty close to that. Now, I don't think Hush is going to be there, honestly, from what I've seen. I'm expecting it not to be there, unfortunately, but I'll be happy if I'm wrong. So, yeah, that's true. They were at Asmodee last year. That's right. 2727. 27. 27. There you go. Yes, needed chip theory for sure. Yep, yep. Actually, I can zoom in. I think the numbers are on here now that you mention it. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, there it is. 2727. I'm not sure what it is exactly. But anyway. So, cool. Oh, there's lots of slots open for demos of Berserker. Yeah, I recommend people check out Berserker. It's a really fun game. Like I said, it's my favorite game from CGS I've played. So, it's got a cool rondel system and a boss battler that I quite like, actually. Cool. Okay. I think that's what I got for today. So, oh, the other thing I mentioned too is or Kim, I should say, will be bringing some of her wood products with her. So if you see some dice towers, dice trays, some of her work, she'll have some of that stuff on hand. So you guys can check it out if you're curious. So yeah, that's what I got for today for Gen Con stuff. So if you have any questions, if you're prepping, you want to ask, join a Discord, you can ping me there or leave a comment in this YouTube section. I'll do my best to answer your questions as best I can, but you'll have fun. If you're in Gen Con, you're going to have a blast. If you're not, don't worry. We're going to try to bring all we can back with you and share all the stuff we demoed, stuff we liked, all that good stuff. So I will be doing a follow-up Gen Con video sometime when we get back. So, all right. Yeah, sweet dice tower, exactly. Yeah, it'll be a good time. So, cool. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Oh, I got to do the thing, of course, because I'm really bad at this. If you want to support the channel here, like and subscribe help us the most. If you want to go a step further than that, we do have a Ko-Fi or Patreon. You can support us on either one of those, whatever works best for you. But honestly, if you're going to Gen Con, stop by, say hi, because I would love to meet you guys. That is honestly my favorite part about Gen Con is meeting people in the community, because like I see your names pop up on a Discord, on streams and everything. And it's so nice to put a face to the name and meet you and sit down and play a game with you if you're able to. I would love to play a game with every one of you here. So, okay, cool. Everyone have safe travels, and if you're going to check, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you next time at the guild. Bye bye.